Hello everybody, and welcome back to Styx. Today, as always, we got some work to do. Now, I've done a little bit of reorganization. As you can see, I got a ton of ugly wires sticking up underneath here. But I got every crafting bench sort of in a nice spot, all organized in here. This base is pretty much now self-sustainable. So, if we ever need to make a pit stop, we can come over here, cook up some food, we can sleep on our bed over there with a nice air conditioner. All of our survival needs taken care of with our synthesizer and purifier. Pretty much everything we need for like a nice sort of pit stop base. It's not a fully operational, production base yet. I do have a nice little pen for my MOA over here as well. Nice windows. We of course have our creature deterrent active right now. If we wait for that to appear here, you can see nice creature deterrent. So we pretty much have our base set up here as a sort of forward operation base. Now, one thing that is missing from this base that we could definitely use is another place for us to accept our missions from. So another one of those contact devices. Those are extremely expensive to craft, but I do think it would be worth having it out here so we can have, our northern desert base as well as our southern desert base. So whichever one is closer, we can come accept a new mission and kind of go around on our business that way. But yeah, that is the state of the new Outpost. Pretty much a nice carbon copy of our main base without the tower in there quite yet. We're going to definitely want to get to work on making a tower eventually. But for the time being, just a nice sort of relaxed, chill little base, nothing too crazy. Nice little pit stop for us when we're on the road. Now, since I last played ICARUS, there have been a couple of updates, and there are two items that have really caught my attention here. I've already unlocked the recipe for the flamethrower, as you can see here. This looks absolutely awesome. We're 100% gonna give this thing a whirl today, and I think I have the perfect mission for this one in mind. And then the other new item, as you can see here, is the windmill. So this is basically an intermediate stage between the mortar and pestle and the material processor. So this will be a really nice sort of way to have an extra quick producer of bulk materials. If you don't want to use your material processor, you can have a extra way of producing items. So I definitely want to get a windmill going, as well as a beautiful, beautiful flamethrower for the mission that we're going to be taking care of today. But before we do that, of course, our mission board is only available in our southern base currently, so we're going to have to make the long trek all the way back home. We'll get that taken care of as soon as the sun rises. Grab a little bit of our food. You can see we have our preservation crates nice and lined up. Already got our first harvest of vegetables. Another one grown right here. Got our little kitchen set up. So, all the food that we can need for ourselves and for our animals. Really happy with this cool little pit stop base. But yeah, with that taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and sleep in my pretty much zero comfort room here. Yeah, 24 coziness. That could use a buff for sure. But let's go ahead, hit the sack, and I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. All right. Home sweet home. Been a little while, but everybody is patiently waiting for us. Very nice. Buffalo looking a little overheated. Let's go ahead and I went ahead and picked up a bunch of our deep drill stuff, so I'm going to do a little bit of sorting, and then we will get to work crafting some of these new items. Alright, so to make the flamethrower, it looks like we need to have a full biofuel can in our inventory, but let's go ahead and get this thing crafted up. Absolutely awesome. So half of our biofuel went into this. I wonder if we can actually refuel it somehow. Yeah, we can put it in the composter, so potentially we can get it refueled inside of the composter itself. Let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy right here. Take a look at that. That thing is absolutely awesome. Go ahead and give this thing a little test, see if we can't find a unfortunate creature to sneak up on. Usually so many dribbos around my base. I'm surprised there aren't any out right now. The worm has been damaging my bridge here. Make sure we repair these. Here we go. Looks like we have ourselves a little bit of bacon over here. Let's go ahead and give this a test run. So the actual damage that it does doesn't seem huge, but I wonder if it like stays on fire for a lengthy period of time. Go ahead and try that again here on the scorpion. Also, it does take burn damage. And if he gets too close, he starts to make me overheat. He is like a fire source in this situation. But the burn damage actually lasts quite a bit of time. Very interesting. So the actual damage is 15, and then it kind of has those slow ticks of damage afterwards. This thing is awesome. It does kind of eat through fuel pretty quickly as well. Yeah, we only killed 3 animals and I was already a quarter of the tank. So we have to see about refueling this thing now. It also doesn't appear to give me my movement speed bonus. I guess it doesn't count as a gun. So in our detailed stats, we can see we have 479 movement speed with the flamethrower, and then 514 with the shotgun. So unfortunately, the flamethrower does not count as a gun for our speed bonus. I was kind of feeling that when I was backpedaling against the scorpions there. So we can, of course, make the new portable biofuel tank, and maybe like stick that on our mount as a way of carrying around a bunch of biofuel for the flamethrower. I'm not sure if there's a way to refuel it in your inventory or not. I'm not seeing like a repair or refuel option. But if we stick the flamethrower directly into the composter, alright, so you can refuel the flamethrower inside of the composter. That is good to know. You don't have to craft a new one every time. Would be useful to be able to refuel it in your inventory in some way, however. Now the other new item I want to check out here is the windmill. So this is actually pretty expensive. 25 steel, 50 refined wood, and 25 rope, plus a little bit of stone. Let's go ahead and get those things up and see just how good this is. Alright, got all the pieces here. Let's get a windmill going. Absolutely beautiful. Let's grab that. And then if I come out, so it looks like my roof is a valid location. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it has that sort of green halo that the wind turbines have, so you might just be able to place them like immediately next to each other. Let's go ahead and get this kind of placed in the corner over here where it's a little inconspicuous. I say that, but it's pretty conspicuous. But yeah, we can take a look in here, and pretty much everything that you want you can craft. It looks like area surrounding the blades is blocked. Okay, so there is actually some kind of system. I didn't see the green halo. I wasn't exactly sure. Cannot be sheltered. Okay, so it's considered sheltered here as well. All right. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Oh, okay, so I can see the green circle now. Okay. So a pretty large green circle for its area of effect here. But now it is active, and we can give this thing a test run, see how quick it is. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment here. So sugar is a very slow craft. I'm going to go ahead and say 2 sugars here, 30 seconds. And if we compare that to the windmill, 40 seconds. So it is pretty quick. It is a pretty significant upgrade from the normal sort of mortar and pestle. I really like the visuals too. You can kind of see the little grinders going. And if we compare that to the old school mortar, 2 sugars here would be 1 minute and 20 seconds. It cuts the speed in half between the mortar and the windmill. And then it takes about 5-10 additional seconds off for this. So it doesn't quite cut the speed in half between the windmill and the material processor, but it is twice as quick as the normal mortar and pestle, so that is a huge upgrade. Before you can get the material processor, you can use that beautiful new windmill. You cannot craft composites in the windmill. You can make carbon pastes and pretty much everything else, but composites are a material processor exclusive still. Yeah, very cool. I really do like the new flamethrower. I wish there was a better way to refuel it, though. I'm sure there must be. Let me actually take a look at the patch notes and see if I can't find anything about refueling it. Alright, so unfortunately it doesn't seem like there is a way to refuel the flamethrower with a can inside your inventory. You can, however, craft up the biofuel tank, the canister, and then just click on that to refuel it manually. So maybe we craft up one of these and just see how that interaction works here. 20 composites, it's a lot of composites. We don't even have that many, we're going to have to craft up a few more here. I'm just going to craft up a ton of these things. We can never really have enough. So we're going to wait on that to craft, and then we will get ourselves the beautiful new biofuel can, test that thing out. We're going to have to use a bunch of our wood and tree sap in order to get that thing up and running. Might be time for another wood run from what I'm seeing here. We are a little short on wood, unfortunately. Can, of course, always use things like, you know, spoiled meat or just regular meat. Spoiled plants. You know, actually, maybe we use spoiled plants. We should have a decent amount of those. I'm pretty sure we can refuel biofuel cans out of the tank as well. So I'm just going to get a ton of these spoiled plants in here. And while all of those composites are cooking up, I think I am going to go ahead. Oh, let's check in on our windmill here. Make sure we grab that sugar up. Very nice new addition to the game. But yeah, while those are cooking up in our furnaces, I'm going to go ahead, head on upstairs to our penthouse, and I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I have my new big, beautiful green tank on my back here. Let's go ahead and get this thing stuck in our composter and let this fill up. This should be about 10 or 5 rather, biofuel cans worth of fuel inside of the tank. We do have this thing hooked up to power and water, so this is the maximum speed we can get out of it. It is going to take quite some time for this thing to fill up, but as you can see, it weighs 150 kilograms, which is pretty heavy. I think that's more than our MOA can carry. I was thinking about potentially, let's get this guy out of the way. Maybe we end up using our buffalo so we can bring the can along with us. Let's take a look at a MOA's max carry. So yeah, only 100 kilograms. 120 if we have the skill for extra carry weight, which we have on 2-2 here. And if we take the cart off the buffalo, he can carry 300 kilograms. So it will be no problem using the biofuel can with the buffalo. So I think, you know, if you go to the new areas in Prometheus, the null sector, a buffalo will probably be a nice animal to have with you. You're gonna have to carry around like the portable cans of water and biofuel and all that kind of stuff. So all the more reason to have a buffalo on hand. I think for today's mission, let's just test out and see what the biofuel can looks like. You know, potentially we can actually just have it on ourselves and then kind of stick it down outside as we need. But while that's fueling up, you know, we have a storm rolling in. Let's quickly take a look at our operations here. And the quest that I have in mind for today is one that involves a little bit of bug killing. Gossamer research here, I think, will be the perfect test for our beautiful new flamethrower. A lot of bugs that need some extermination here.
And it's worth your while to impress them.
But yeah, with that quest accepted, I think we are ready to get to work on this quest. Let's take a look at our tank here. Still got quite a bit of refueling left here. We're storing almost 30 liters here, so 50 liters will be, you know, 1/3 of its capacity, so that should be plenty. Let's go ahead, you know, as you can see on the map, the first destination is pretty far away. We're gonna have to head all the way up there and see what we need over there. But the main thing I think we're going to be needing, this bad boy right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait around a little bit for our tank to finish refueling here, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. Alright, so we have finished. I can actually wear the can on my back at its current weight and not be overburdened. So that is great news. We actually don't need to bring the buffalo. Some of you might want to see the buffalo in action, but it is just so much slower than a MOA. I'm going to go ahead and go for the easy route. Let's go ahead and replace our rechargeables here. Don't drop them on the floor. And with that said, I think we are ready. Got our nice huge can of biofuel on our back here. I actually do think we need one biofuel can. So let me actually also grab a normal sized biofuel can. I believe a device in this mission requires biofuel power. For electricity, we'll get our biofuel generator, and we'll stick that in our mounts inventory for the time being. Alright. With all that preparation taken care of, let's go ahead and get on our way all the way out to that distant cave all the way north. I think maybe we go through the Arctic. It'll probably be a little bit smoother than having to cross all these rivers. We'll go through the Arctic and hit up this first cave and get this mission officially underway here. Alright, we have made it out to the Arctic area. It is blinding bright out here. We're going to make our way through the forest all the way north in this Arctic zone, back into the grasslands, and get this first cave taken care of. Of course, we will be using our brand new flamethrower to burn through some of these nasty bugs that we have coming up. While we're traveling here, I guess I'll just give you guys an update. So in my last ICARUS video, I asked you guys about what you thought in terms of what sort of content that we should do as the null sector area is getting updated and getting patched to fix bugs and things like that. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and finish out my missions here on Styx first. And once we've completed all of our missions here on Styx, then I will head on over into the null sector and we will check that out. Hopefully every bug will be polished and squashed by that time, and we should have a nice, smooth experience checking out the beautiful and awesome new content over there. Yeah, that is the plan for the time being. Just gonna finish up my little jog over to the new area here and get back to you guys once I have an update as far as the next stage of this mission goes. Alright, here we are at the cave. I believe this is it here. Get our light on. Peek our heads in here. Alright, but here we are in the cave, and there it is, the disgusting worm nest. So, we have to collect an egg from this thing. I believe we just interact. Yep, we can grab it. It's 0.1 kilograms. Alright.
What the hell happened here? There's rumors that exotics can affect living organisms, but this? I don't even know what to call this. But you got what you came for.
Alright, we got the nasty little egg. Oh, we got a bear out here. Make sure we make things a little bit safer for our MOA. Whiffed on the headshot there, unfortunate, but we got him. Let's go ahead and grab that analyzer. Analyzer in a drop pod right over here. Alright, there it is. Organic matter analyzer. Weighs 2 kilograms. Oh, it's a bulky item. Interesting. Okay. So, let's go ahead and deploy this right here for now. Grab this. And this is very light, so we can just stick it on our MOA. Gonna get some damage here, unfortunately. Oop, ouch. Alright. That is the analyzer. We are good to go there. Let's find a nice, sort of safe, open area to use this thing. Alright, so it is a little annoying having to constantly drop the canister, considering our mission item is also a bulky item here. Let's go ahead and get this deployed. Bees coming back. Got him. Alright, so now we need to power the analyzer. We can get the egg in there, and it requires 1000 power. We could have had like a windmill, pretty much any power option, but we have the biofuel generator ready to go, so might as well use what we have on hand. Alright, there we go. Analyzer is working. Oh, it's going to take some time here. I wonder if this is going to attract creatures or what the deal is. Take quite a bit of time to scan this egg. Fortunately, we have tons of biofuel to power this generator, as well as power our beautiful flamethrower. This is another mission. Destroy the nest located on the map. Okay, so up there. So I believe we have to go around through the Arctic up to that nest. Alright, so it retains its progress. Let's go ahead and stick that in the cave over there. Just make sure it's sheltered from the elements. We'll get these things going in the cave, and then we'll head on over to the nest and get that taken care of over there. Have a nice little temporary base of operations right in this cave here. Alright, there we go. Egg is analyzing again. I'm going to leave this here for the time being, the biofuel. And then let's head on up to that little northern slice of Arctic. We actually haven't been up there yet, so open up our map a little bit more as well. And then hopefully use our new flamethrower to take care of this nest. Quite a few animals outside of this cave, but let's head on over there. Build like a little safety wall here in case anything decides to come in. And let's whip out this flamethrower. Get to work here. You can kill bees with the flamethrower, noted. A little bit of poison, worm, nothing too major. Grab these exotics, of course, while we're here. And that is the first nest, flamethrowered as it deserves. Nasty little bugs. And let's make our way over to the next nest over in this Arctic that we came from. The egg analysis is slowly chugging away, almost 40%. We could pick that up and move it along with us, but I think I'm just going to leave it in that cave while we go do these other nests. And we'll just go grab that once we're done with the killing. Go ahead and take the shortcut through the Scorpion boss arena here. Hopefully our Mo doesn't take any damage. I think we should be fine though. To quickly step through here. Oh, and the scanner has picked up the third nest already. We'll have to take a look at our map once we get a little closer to the second nest over here. One of our scanning missions was out in this area, so I remember it greatly. We were fighting off waves of enemies in the middle of a snowstorm. That was an interesting adventure out here for sure. Alright, we're at the next nest here. We have to burrow our way into this rock. Quickly make our way into this cave here and get the next flamethrowing session taken care of. Alright. Where is that nasty little nest? I love this thing. I got some more exotics in here. Very nice, and there is the beast. Kill it with fire. Let's go ahead and sip our second juice here. Get a double heat stack going. Offset our coldness, and we are ready to move on to the next pit of despair here. Where is that? Okay, down again, a little farther into the south. Up on our MOA and head on over there. Alright, here we go. Another rock wall to burrow through. Let's get in there and get burning. Oh. Oh, my MOA got nailed there. Had to use the flamethrower on those guys, though. Of course, we got some bees to take care of here. Lovely. There we go.
Nice work.
Next nest taken care of. And a few more exotics for our troubles. Next stop, the fourth nest on over in that direction. Let's head over there. Alright, here we are at the fourth nest, and we finally got the last scan. Alright, so we are familiar with this guy. We would have to build ramps all the way up there to get to that one. I think we might just go through the desert and come down from above. Might make things a little bit more easy on our end. Let's go ahead and get the fourth one taken care of here. Oh, and we just finished scanning the egg. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe we pick that up before we head over to the last nest. Sounds like there's another worm over there. Let's get this nest taken care of first here. Boom, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm loving this flamethrower. And I do see some exotics over there I wanted to check, and there are indeed exotics, so we'll go grab those. We can get a decent little supply of exotics here. Alright. Then one last nest to go. I am going to go grab up our biofuel generator and all of that extra mission stuff before we take care of this last one. I think we should be able to wrap around through the desert and not have to do quite so much ramp building. So I think that's going to be our strategy here. Hop on our MOA and head on back over to our generator area. And then we will head on over and get this mission taken care of. Alright, here we are back at the generator cave. Oh, looks like the bees respawned already. Leveled up. This is a double experience weekend, by the way, so if you guys haven't had the chance to check out ICARUS yet, get in for the free weekend. It's free weekend plus double experience, so definitely nice. And then while we're here, so you can use the biofuel can like this. You can see press X to refuel. And just like that, our beautiful flamethrower... Oh, that was backwards. Okay, press X, now we've refilled it. Back on our back. We are a little heavy because of these rocks. Unfortunately, we are a little heavy right now by 6 kilograms, but you know what, whatever. I don't really want to drop anything that we have on our inventory right now, so we're going to go ahead and let's head back over to the desert area. We can loop around through the upper shortcut that we have, so through this cave, and then I think we only have to ramp on this one little cliff here instead of having to ramp all the way up in that direction. So fortunately we have the shortcut into the Oasis Desert. That will make our lives much easier for this mission. And while we're at it, you know, maybe we actually stop back at the base, do a little bit of refueling here, get this heavy stuff out of our inventory, and then finish this mission off first thing in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. I didn't make it back to the base before the sunrise, but it is looking beautiful out here in our home Oasis turf. I'm going to go ahead and dump a bunch of the stuff we have on our back that we don't need anymore back inside the base as it pops in over the horizon there. Clear out our inventories, let our MOA take a little bit of a rest, and then we will head on over to the location of this last nest and get this mission finished up. Alright, we are refueled and ready to go here. Got a little bit of a desert wind coming through. Nothing too crazy. We're just going to go ahead and quickly head over in this direction to that shortcut into the Arctic biome. I do think we'll have to make a few ramps to get down to this last nest, but we should be able to get this taken care of very shortly here. So I'll see you guys once we are over next to the final objective for this mission. I believe this is it right here. Let's double check our map. This should be it. Let's go ahead, break our way in here. Oh, just in time for a little snowstorm. Let's get inside the cave here. Get our light on. Oh, here we go. Got some company. Love it. Got some exotics. Very nice. And the last nest should be around here right there. Boom.
You're really getting the hang of this.
Mission complete. Awesome. Let's get ourselves some exotics here. Got a decent little haul of exotics on top of the mission reward. Feeling very good about that haul. I'm going to wait for this snowstorm to finish up before we head back, because we're going to have to build our wooden ramps to get out of here. Maybe I grab up some coal and some other sort of resources in this cave while we're waiting, in addition to those exotics. Alright, mission accomplished. Let's head on back into the tower, get a little recharging, refreshing taken care of, and figure out our game plan from there. All right. And in preparation of our final mission for today, I've been doing a lot of crafting for the second base because I'm planning on heading over to the second base area to get another mission done. Take a look at my inventory. I got a bunch of new stuff. I'm going to get to work on making the first sort of layer of our staircase, so we'll mirror what we have here. We'll have a nice sort of 1 or 2, I guess, tall staircase to a doorway leading out to the roof area. So that will give us roof access on the other base. I also went ahead and splurged significantly here. I made a second satellite upgraded contact device. So we have the contact, the intersonic relay, and then the encrypted satellite. This was insanely expensive to craft a second one, but I want to have one up at both of our bases so we can really use that as a mission outpost. And then I also went ahead and made 3 electric deep mining drills. I want to explore out in that area. Let's go ahead and also grab our scanner here. I'm going to explore out in that area, see if there's some good ore nodes for us. Particularly, I think it would be useful to get like a silica and a stone node out here. That way we can start producing concrete out in this base and get to work building up the second tower with a little bit more independence over in this area. Instead of having to constantly run all the way back here for a ton of resources, we can get a little bit of work done out in this area. Of course, we have a ton of caves we haven't explored out in that area as well for a ton of more resources for us. But with these extra crafts, a carpentry bench, the encrypted satellite, a couple of drills, we will pretty much be fully kitted out in that base over there with everything I think we could possibly need. And if we need anything else, we should be self-sufficient enough to just easily be able to craft it up over in that base as well. But over in that area is where our next mission will be taking place. So I'm going to go ahead, hop on our trusty mount as always, and let's head over in that direction and get the new stuff for our base setup and get to work on making some progress to our next mission as well. Tutu, our good buddy, we've been doing a lot of traveling on him recently. Let's go ahead and hop on him. Alright, here we are, back at our home, away from home here. We'll go ahead and park Tutu up in his little shed over here. Make sure he's nice and safe. And let's get to work doing a little bit of organizing around the base. We'll get our secondary floor set up, and we'll get our beautiful, beautiful new contact device with its satellite upgrade up on the roof as well. Oh, just in time for the sandstorm. I went ahead and got a little bit of salt on the way here, a little bit of titanium for potential repairs as well. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just kind of starting to stock up the resources in the new base. And, with all of that, we should be able to survive completely independently out here. That is the plan, at least. But yeah, I think our crops are ready to go here. Just going to do some chores around the base and get this place up to snuff with the other base, at least as much as we can do for the time being. Very nice. That's looking a little familiar, I think. And then let's go ahead and get our doorway placed here. Absolutely awesome. Solar panel should be fine there for the time being. But with that said, let's go ahead and whip out this beautiful contact device. Took so many resources to make. Boom. There we go. Officially hooked up to the satellite network and the secondary base as well. That feels awesome. Sure to get our orbital exchange down as well. And with that taken care of, we are officially on the grid out here. Very nice. And really starting to feel like a home away from home out here. We have pretty much everything we could need to be self-sufficient. Got a little bit of titanium here ready to go as well. Stick that in our repair bench. If we ever need to repair any of our tools, we got titanium and a repair bench right here. Alright, but it is getting dark. Our batteries are doing some overtime work for us. Let's go ahead, take a nice, well-deserved rest on our little base out here. And first thing in the morning, we will get started on our next mission. Good morning, everybody. It is a bright and beautiful morning here on Styx, and we are ready to get to work on our next mission. This one is going to be another kill-tastic mission here, Flatline Research. This one is a pretty time-limited one, but I think we are more than ready to give it a shot. Let's go ahead and kick things off. Flatline Research, we are on hard mode, which will make the time limit on this quest even more difficult. So let's go ahead, activate this mission, and get things going.
15 don't ask for help unless they have to.
Alright, so as soon as we walk over here, I believe that will activate our timer. What we're going to have to do is fight a mini-boss up on this platform over here. So it's a good idea to kind of build your ramp up to that platform before you start the mission. And that way you can get up there as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to head over there on my MOA, make our platform, and then we will start the mission effectively by interacting with the downed drop pod. That plateau over there was where we were initially considering building our base, so we are familiar with it. I'm just going to build a quick little staircase ramp up there. I think our 20 should be enough. If not, we can do a little bit of breaking and building, but I want to get at least a basic sort of structure up so we can get up there as quickly as we can. Other thing we have to do in this mission is continuously kill just random creatures out here in the area. And those will give us these enzymes that we will need to keep our drop pod powered, as well as eventually craft the item that will complete this mission. So here we are at the rock. I believe this is probably the better side to do it on. Let's go ahead and get off our MOA. Just get some of our ramps up here. Alright, there we go. And that will get us up on top of the rock. Absolutely beautiful. So there is our ramp all ready to go. Now we'll head over to the downed pod and get this mission started here. Here's that familiar battle arena where we fought a normal boss scorpion for the scorpion armor quest. Bringing back memories of that one. We had to kill so many of those guys. But over there, as you can see, that is the downed pod. So as soon as we interact with that thing, we will be on a timer. So that's why you want to get that ramp set up ahead of time. Alright, here we go. Now the boss scorpion area is up and active. We have 900 seconds to get this done, so we should have plenty of damage. Our MOA is nice and fast. We should be able to get that taken care of. One thing you can do is like kill the little creatures around here, and I believe they will start dropping the enzymes that you need. So I mean, if we just kill this antelope right here, just as an example. Yeah, there's 3 enzymes right there, so that is what you're going to have to be doing for this quest. That jaguar was coming for my MOA. But yeah, you kill small animals to get those enzymes, which increase your timer. And we will get the item that we need to actually power that thing permanently once we get up our ramp over in this direction. Alright, here we are. So we're going to take our MOA up here, park him right there, and then get on up. Alright, there's the blood claw. That is what we have to kill here. What I am going to do before we do this is drink a poison pill. Also get some healing potions out just in case. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. Quite a few of them. Going for it the hard way here. Alright. Take a health potion real quick. Oh my goodness. There's so many of these guys. We have to heal our wound as well. Alright, go ahead and grab this. Get the enzyme. I want to grab enzymes from all these scorpions. Oh, it's still spawning. And I got instantly injured from the hyena. Okay. want to get the big guy. He probably has some enzymes on him. I'd love to get this. These little guys just don't stop. Oh my gosh. He only had one enzyme. Alright. We're getting out of here. Gotta heal again. Got what I needed. I need to craft the full enzyme unit, which I believe takes 100 enzymes. So it's going to be a lot of creature killing in order to get that taken care of. But let's go ahead. Oops. Could have been bad right there. Go ahead and get our ramps back. Oh, the scorpions are still coming all the way down. That is really weird. Okay. Go ahead and get our moa down safe. We are on the clock here. So, we're going to drop off some of these enzymes inside of the pod. That will increase our timer a little bit. Before we do that, I'm going to drink another healing potion and pop a bandage once we're nice and safe here. All patched up. Let's keep the momentum here. So, also going to take the time to kill some more animals on the way, get even more enzymes here. Alright, so here we are back at the pod. Let's go ahead and get some of these enzymes in there, increase our clock. Let's just do a little bit of farming of enzymes here. Make sure we stay on top of our enzymes here. So every single enzyme should be 20 seconds. So if we do this, this should bring us back up to 660. Alright, perfect. So the other thing that we need to do now is we head over here. There is a radioactive area with a power source inside of it. So we can go and grab that. I actually don't know if our moa takes damage from the radioactivity. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, this mission is a big, big time crunch. So got to do everything in your power to get things done as quickly as you can. Making sure to grab some enzymes on the way. Every kill basically needs to take less than 20 seconds or else you're wasting time. Unless they happen to give you multiple. Oh, like that guy. Perfect. Alright, so here is the noxious gas drop pod. We have our healing potion, so we should be able to heal through the damage. Let's drop my moa right here just in case. Grab that. Perfect. Okay. So now we can place that power source inside. Let's see how many enzymes an elephant gives. It's multiple. Three enzymes. Beautiful. So at this point, we're kind of just trying to farm kills because we need 100 enzymes in order to finish off this quest. So you're constantly balancing the enzymes, using them to extend your timer, as well as using them to work towards your 100 total. Another triple Zymer from him. Very nice. One thing that we actually could have prepared is a radar. If we did the radar, that would draw in all of the creatures to us, and that would actually make the killing a little bit easier. So that's probably something that you can do in your version of this quest, is make sure to bring a radar. When you turn that thing on, you're going to attract a ton of creatures straight to your location. That will make things even easier. Double Zyme. Alright, so here we are, back at the pod. Let's go ahead and get this in here. Perfect. Okay. And then, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of Zymes. 20, 60, that's a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Alright. Brought us back up to 500 seconds. Now we just gotta kill, kill, kill. As you can see, yeah, 100 enzymes plus that will give us the quest item. We're up to 18 enzymes. I'm just going to kind of run around in this area. Hope for some good kills, some good double, triple enzymes here. Yeah, very, very hectic quest. If you're playing in multiplayer, it's a lot easier to contend with. Starting to get stacked on items here. I'm just going to drop the bones, I think. I want to keep some of this leather and meat and stuff. We're really just after the enzymes right now. Might actually need to repair my knife for doing so much skinning here. I think we head back over to the pod and maybe refresh our timer a little bit. But yeah, that is this mission, just frantically trying to kill as many animals as you can. And hoping for good drops like double enzymes like that one. I did not do this mission. Oh, that was a triple one. I did not do this mission on hard before, so it is much, much more difficult than it was the last time I attempted it. And we can't run out of arrows. That would be catastrophic here. Go ahead and extend our timer a little bit. Let's go ahead and do it by 3 minutes here, I guess. Not getting very many predators, which is unfortunate. Kind of just frantically running around at this point. We're gonna need more animals than this. This desert is empty over here. Not good at all. I didn't actually bring any food on my character. It's all in the base. We might have to make a pit stop. Yeah, we're getting hungry. I could repair my knife, get a little bit of food. It's going to be a little bit of time lost, which is unfortunate. Fortunately, our base is pretty close by. Hopefully we can find some animals on the way over there as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and maybe get 10. Brings us back up to 400 seconds. Then let's go get some food. Let our Moa do some eating and drinking as well here. Then we can also repair our knife. I have a feeling we're probably going to need it. And with that taken care of, Tutu has had a drink. Perfect. We're ready to go here. Back into the fray. We're up to 60. That's great. Making good progress. I do think we're in for a storm tomorrow, so ideally we can work through the evening here. Officially up to 80 with 9 to spare here. I'm feeling that double experience weekend. We are just cranking through the levels. If you don't have a max level character, this is the weekend to grind. Oh, there's the storm. Uh-oh. Heavy sand. Okay. That's really not good. That's going to make things very difficult to see. Man. I might have to sacrifice a bunch of our progress here. I might just have to reset it to 900 seconds. It's a lot of progress down the drain, but we do not want to fail after all that we have been through, so... Yeah, I think this is the storm that we were waiting on, so might as well at this point maybe sleep. Let's just go ahead and get a full 900 seconds again. 800 seconds. And then head back to the base. Fortunately, the desert biome is wide open. I mean, we're still going to have some difficulty, but we should be able to just take a straight shot. I literally can't see anything in this storm. But we're going to have to make it back home today. The storm combined with the nighttime darkness is just not going to happen. There's our home. Okay. We'll get Tutu indoors. Let him rest up a little bit. And then let's go ahead and sleep. and then in the morning, hopefully things will be a little bit easier to see. Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, we lost so much progress because of the storm here, but that is life here on Icarus. You cannot predict the weather, so gotta do what we gotta do. Fortunately, have a good amount of food. Let's just sort through some of our resources here while we have a little bit of downtime. And I think in this level of light, I mean, it's still extremely difficult to see, but I think we have to go for it at this point. This mission is very challenging, but if we mark, I mean, we should be able to see on the map where that is. We have our health bars up thanks to our perks, so hopefully we can get a little bit of hunting done in the sandstorm as well. Alright, we're still able to get a little bit of hunting done here. We're going to be taking exposure damage, but, you know, nothing we can really do about that. Just take it nice and easy out here. Alright, the storm is calming down a little bit, fortunately, here. And we're able to see just a little bit more. Our exposure is going down. Got a little dicey there for a second, but we are back in it. This is a very tough quest to do on hard mode alone, let me tell you. Alright, so we're approaching the 100 mark here. I want to go a little over 100. That way we can stick some extra in the pod after we basically delete our entire inventory. Alright, so we're at 100. Let's go ahead and get a few more kills, then we'll craft up the item. Stick it in there, and I think that should complete the quest, but I don't remember 100%, which is why I'm just getting a little bit of extra insurance here. Let's go ahead, head back over the pod, we'll stick those 6 in there, and then craft the item. Alright, so we'll stick 6 in here. Just a little bit more time, and then in our crafting menu you can see the full enzyme. Perfect. Now we stick that in here, and there we go. That was the mission. All right. 500 Ren, 150 exotics. Man, that was a challenging mission. We used a ton of our resources. So many of our arrows lost to the wind, lost forever, never to be seen again. I'm going to go ahead and just grab up a ton of this leftover meat here. And we are going to be celebrating with a big old barbecue because, man, that was a long and challenging mission, but I feel great having completed it. And here we are back at the secondary base, looking absolutely awesome. Real, true forward operating base here. We got a really challenging mission done, and we can just come right over here and rest our heads after that one without having to travel all the way back to our main base. Super, super happy about this. Alright, and I think that will wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you everybody so much for watching today. This was quite a mission, if I do say so myself. It was pretty difficult to get done, but it was actually pretty fun and enjoyable, very challenging. I hope it was enjoyable to watch as well. You know, we only have a few more missions left here on Styx, and then we will be 100% complete with all of the missions here. Once we do that, like I was saying, I think we're going to probably jump into the null sector once we've completed our task here of 100%ing the missions. I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I hope you are looking forward to seeing the rest of Styx here as well. Thank you once again so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. And of course, before we go today, I have to say thank you to all of the amazing channel members. Thank you as always to Dawn Knight Kill, Leticia Magalhues, Newly, Hein Groenwald, James Dodson, Johnny 5, Cataline Muntianu, Leo, Sylvan Dryad, Brutus, Vivid Epiphany, Jason 84, Dorset Viking, VS Sugar Cookie, and Kai. Thank you everybody so much for your continued support, and for everybody who's subscribing and watching the channel. Your support really means a lot to me, and I can't really express how grateful I am for all that we've accomplished on this channel so far. Thank you everybody once again so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye.